Good morning, champions. Happy Friday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. TGIF. The grind includes Friday, folks. And for some of you all, hopefully watching this, maybe took our foot off the gas a little bit on a Thursday, right? And understandably so. Maybe you've already hit your 10,000. Maybe you've already hit, what your income goal was for the week. And so I'm just here to give a different perspective, which is we talk a lot about momentum, right? And understanding one, short-term goal different than long-term goal, right? So long-term goal, we're talking about, not just paying the bills next week, but, how do we, save money? How do we invest? How do we create financial freedom? How do we do things to really separate ourselves long-term in life? And so being able to make those short-term sacrifices for those long-term gains, we've been talking a lot about that, right? Is the part about, okay, I've made a comma in my paycheck next week. That's going to help me and that's going to take care of my bills. That's going to do this. But then the alternative way to think about it is, okay, there's really no number next week that's going to make me take my foot off the gas because this is how much I need to pay the bills, but this is how much, everything above that is what I'm going to, invest or put into savings for, God forbid, if I got sick and couldn't work for a week or something like that. So shifting that mindset to understand that. And so when we come into a Friday, instead of taking our foot off the gas and saying, okay, it's Friday, let me, TGI, thank God it's Friday, which was, the old sitcom slogans back in the day. And now you hear people say it, in TV shows and in offices and things like that. It's instead the brain shift to, okay, it's Friday. I'm going to treat Friday just like I treated Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And I'm just going to be efficient, get my talk time, do what I need to do, and continue to build this business. And then the same goes for Saturday Sales Club, right? And so when we talk about the fact that there's still Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like, what do I need to do, in order to hit my talk time? For many of you all, you're not at your 10,000 AP, for President's Challenge. And so it's like, okay, one, hopefully you get to the 10,000, but even if not, it's about getting that talk time, right? And so it's what do I need to do in order to get to my 30 hours of talk time? How efficient do I need to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday? And then, how far above that mark do I want to go? So coming into today, who needs to get their talk time? Who needs to get the AP? And who needs to push themselves to achieve the financial goals that they truly have, not just short-term, but long-term. So let's aspire to be better today than we were yesterday. Let's do it every single day, folks. You'll be amazed where we end up. Let's have a fantastic Friday. See everybody soon. I'm out. Woo!